Hi guys, today is, obviously I just woke up. Today is Easter Sunday and I'm in New York. I'm gonna go actually meet up one of my best friends, Janessa. You guys have already, should have met her already through the vlogs. She's in New York visiting, and as you can see, I am exhausted. It's very late. It's actually 3:14 p.m. But I woke up earlier, like around 10ish, and then I went back to sleep after like 12:30, and I'm just exhausted. So I'm trying to find a bra right now so I can put on, because I'm gonna have a little chit chat with you guys and update with you guys. And I'm like literally out of here right now. I'll be right back because I'm gonna set this camera down. So hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sat down, put bra on. We're making some progress here. Okay, you guys, so I have good news and I have bad news. Some of the bad news, for the people that follow me on the Instagram, already know. So let's start off with the good news. The good news is I have been wanting this for a very, very long time. I saw it was on sale, not for much, so I hopped on it. Excuse me for yawning. I hopped on it, I got it, and I'm very excited that I got it. One of the lights looks yellow already, which I'm kind of... Alright, anyways, let me show you. Look at you guys, I finally got my vanity mirror. Now, this is from Impressions Vanity. I don't know if you guys can see. Yes, my desk is a mess because I was putting on makeup yesterday. And they provide all the bulbs, and they give you 2 backup bulbs, which I truly appreciate. This was definitely pricey, so I will list this down below, and you can find it on Amazon as well. But on Amazon I found that it is more expensive. So that's the good news, because I've been wanting it for such a long time. I was just like, I had to update you guys on so many things and I can't really remember. My friend's in town and I took her out last night and we pretty much spent the whole day together, so that was good. I want to set this camera down, but I know where I'm going to set you guys down because I'm going to start doing my makeup because I need to get ready. It's her last day here in New York, so I'm going to meet her. Yeah, right here is good. Perfect. I'm going to prep my face. Put my hair up in a ponytail. I'm gonna actually, like, these lights are so perfect. Another thing which is really hilarious, you guys, but it's like good news and bad news in a sense, and it's the dumbest thing ever actually. But a subscriber, which I truly appreciate, and I don't remember when she posted this on my channel, had informed me that if I sleep with my hair up in a ponytail every night, which I've done it for years because I can't really sleep with my hair down, like it just gets in my way and annoys the thing out of me. She says that you can like bald through the front, and I was like, okay, like, oh well, thank you, haha, so funny. But no, it's not funny. Like, I really believe her now, because especially yesterday, I mean, I've always noticed this in a sense, but especially yesterday. Oh, by the way, I'm using Neutrogena's Hydro Boost Water Gel Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizer, you guys. I've been wanting to try this for a really long time, especially because I just finished my other moisturizer, which is from Sephora. It's the Belief Moisturizer, and it's $38. It's so amazing, but honestly, I don't know why. I didn't want to fork out $40, so I wanted to try something different. And I've been wanting to try this Neutrogena moisturizer. It's a gel moisturizer, and my face is probably combination. It is combination. It's more dry than oily. That moisturizer feels absolutely amazing on my skin. My cousin, she works for a dermatologist, and she actually told me that she had seen that in a convention that she went to for her like work, and that her coworker tried it and it was amazing. So I was like, okay, well then I'm gonna get it because you know what's up about skin. So I got it and I'm so obsessed, and it's like less than $20. I think it's like, you can find it as low as $15 to $18. It's around that price range, which is still like kind of pricey for a drugstore moisturizer, but trust me, like if you want to really invest in your skin and it's something that you really have a hard time budgeting, then I definitely recommend getting that moisturizer for sure. Okay, where was I? All right, anyways, back to the whole balding situation. So I was like doing my hair yesterday. I noticed, like I've always noticed that my hairline here is somewhat uneven, but yesterday this part was like looped. It was like, it freaked me out so bad. I literally called Tina. I was like, dude, my hairline is so uneven, like I'm going bald. And I told my friend. So I'm no longer sleeping with my hair up in a ponytail every single day because I don't want to go bald in the front of my freaking hair. I mean, I have a lot of hair, but I did notice like it's so uneven. So I started thinking about what she said. Today I'm going to use the, I forgot what this is. This is, I know I pronounced this wrong the last time. Anyways, it's this foundation. You guys have seen this all over YouTube, and I'll go ahead and I'll list it down below. But it's the Invisiwear liquid foundation. It's super lightweight. I noticed that yesterday and I started like totally freaking out. So I had seen one day on a snap, because I follow Amrezy on Snapchat. If you guys don't follow me on Snapchat, I'll list that down below. She fills in her like hairline to make it even here. Last night I was like literally chilling with my friend. She was just laying in the bed and I was like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna fill in my freaking hairline. And that's why I told you this is gonna be dumb. But for people that are feeling my pain or like want to even out their whole like hairline or want to just fill in areas, I started filling it in. So I filled it in with some shadows. I used Espresso from MAC. I think I'm gonna do actually a video of like my favorite MAC eyeshadows, because if you guys want to see that, let me know. I'll put a whole little survey thing so you guys can say yes or no, because you guys did inform me that MAC shadows went down. I think the refillables went down to $6, which is super inexpensive, and their palettes to buy, the refillable palettes, are like so cheap. I forgot how much those are, so I'll list all that stuff down below. If you guys like want to build up a MAC palette, even though there's like so much stuff out there, it's like you can't go wrong with MAC, then I'll let you guys know. Look how like my face looks bomb in this foundation. Oh my god. I'm trying to switch it up because I'm so addicted to the Milani and Too Faced, and I have other foundations to use and I'm trying to switch it up. And I was just like, girl, I am feeling my freaking hairline right now so bad. She was like, girl, you were feeling yourself way too much. I'm like, dude, I don't know, like the smallest thing for me made the world of a difference. If you guys want to see a video on how to do that, I will show you guys. There's different methods on how to do that. I was just super happy because obviously I ain't got money to be, you know, getting no procedures done. Because I would totally pay for that if I had the money to get those areas filled, because it does make me somewhat insecure. And I know it's something stupid and small, but that's just how I feel. And then lastly, the really bad update, which is a major one for me, was, and this is another reason why you've been seeing lack of videos, is the fact that last Monday, I went through my grieving process. I just want to let you know this. I'm very close to my grandmother, if you guys don't know. She passed away last Monday. She was actually really ill, so we had already knew that the time was coming of her passing. Obviously we didn't know when. She was really sick and she was in the hospital. It's a really long story, so I'm not gonna go so far deep into it because this video can last forever. Okay, so I was called for my mom last Sunday night, and she was telling me, you know, the doctor said that she literally has a couple hours to live to 24 hours. And I told my mom, she's like, you know, just stay there. And I was like, there's no way I'm staying in New York if I know my grandma's passing, because all I wanted to do was at least have a conversation with her, even though she was like in a coma state, you know, just to let her know that I love her and that it's okay, because she was fighting so hard for her life. And it was very like, she didn't want to let go. It was really hard for the family to like see her in pain, or like me, you know, even hear like what she was going through. I feel like she was just really like afraid to like fully pass. And that is a whole like long story. I just wanted to have like a moment with her and talk to her, you know, because I had known that, you know, at that time they were going to take her off everything and then, you know, see how she was going to do on her own, and then you know, pass that way, because there wasn't much more that they can do at that time. She had already gotten a infection in her bloodstream that was irreversible, and the probiotics, the antibiotics weren't working. She couldn't breathe on her, like it was just, her body was completely just broken down by that point. You want to let her, like, obviously rest peacefully. She didn't have quality life at all whatsoever. So they were trying to wait for me to get back to, like, take her off everything. And I got on the first flight out that morning, coming back to San Francisco. So I left, my flight was at 6 in the morning, which is 3 a.m. Cali time, 6 a.m. East Coast time. And I arrived in 9 o'clock in the morning, because my mom had called me like 11 o'clock the night before. And I literally got on the first flight out. And when I landed and I got in the car, you know, I asked about her, and unfortunately she had passed. I don't want to cry because I've, like, grieved, you know, I grieve in my own time. But she had passed by the time that I got to Cali, and I was very devastated because I didn't have my chance to, you know, talk to her before she passed. So that was really hard for me to deal with. I had to completely, you know, break down because I wanted to definitely, obviously, speak to my grandma. I think she was honestly waiting for my dad to talk to her because, you know, both of my aunts had to talk with her to let her know, like, it's okay, we're gonna be okay, and, you know, we don't want to see you in pain anymore. This was going on for a while, and the only person who hadn't had that talk with her at the time was my dad. And obviously he's a mama's boy, and, you know, my mom had to have a talk with him, and she's like, you can't be selfish, like, she doesn't have quality of life. So he had his moment with her the night before she passed, and was in the room with her, by himself with her, and had to talk with her and let her know, like, everything's gonna be okay, you know, we don't want to see you in pain. It's okay, like, it's totally fine. My grandma's 100 years old, by the way, you guys. She lived a very long, fulfilled life. And then that morning, you know, she passed away after my dad talked to her. You know, my family is doing well. Like, it's obviously hard for a family, but they're taking it well as best as they can. And the person who's probably taking it the hardest is my dad, because, you know, it's his mom, obviously. Like, I can't imagine how I would be for my parents, you know, if that happened. Just to take a loss in general from a close family member is really difficult. Or someone really close, whether it's your spouse or a friend, anyone that's close to you in life, period. It's very hard to take that loss. So I'm really happy that I went to go visit out to Cali before I actually started work. I guess in somewhat way I hold regret that I didn't make it in time. You know, and I don't know, like, I talked to my mom and my aunt. They're like, you know, it was out of your hands. It was out of your control. You did what you could. When she was sick, you flew out to Nicaragua. She knows that you tried, and that's what went on, long story short, with my grandmother. And everything's being arranged with, you know, family, obviously, for, like, funeral services and things like that, which is, by the way, funeral services, the whole arrangements of that is so completely overwhelming, you guys. There's so much stuff that you have to plan for it. It's, like, so exhausting. You just want everything right for that person, and how would they want it, and you really put into consideration, like, how you're planning everything out. But I just feel, like, really bad for, you know, my dad and my aunts and all the stuff that they have to go through to, like, plan out. Even my mom, because my mom took care of my grandmother. So that's the bad news that happened. My grandma's in a better place. I'm thankful that she was able to go peacefully when she did. She's not in pain anymore, which is, like, the biggest thing, because I think seeing someone in so much pain is really, especially someone you, like, dearly love, is so hard to watch and go through. It's not like you want them to pass away, but it's like you don't want them to be suffering the way that they are. And it was really hard, like, just going through the process, like, even when she was alive and in that state, because, you know, like, you knew what was coming. And even after she passed, like, it was kind of hard for me to sleep. I was, like, so exhausted. Like, the first night I came back, I slept okay because I got back super late, and, you know, T was there for me. And then the, like, next 2 nights after that, I could not sleep. Like the next day that I went back to work, I literally did not have 1 ounce of, not even an hour of sleep when I went into work. And I was just like dreading, because I was like, I know I was going to be tired the whole day because I couldn't sleep all night. And I would just get anxiety just thinking about, you know, her and stuff. And I'm like, I can't be thinking like that. I have to think like good thoughts, and she's okay and she's fine. And, you know, just like memories and stuff that you have of that person. And, you know, the fact that everyone's like dealing with it all right, and like her own like kids are dealing with it okay, I guess it gives me a different perspective, because they're okay with knowing that their mom's at peace, you know, and all the grandkids are dealing with it just fine. And it's hard for everyone. Like, we all have our moments where we break down. Like, our grandma was a very, very, very big glue and impact to our family, like huge. Just having that person no longer here with us in the flesh it's kind of different and hard to deal with. Like, it's not like I can just go to her house and like visit her and say hi or call her over the phone anymore. All of those things are just, no, they're no longer there. I didn't get to see her even after she passed, because by the time that I arrived, they were already taking her away, because I still wanted to see her. So what I did is I went to her house. I had my mom drive me to her house, and I spent time in her room, good amount of time in her room. And I talked to her there, and like, cause that's where her essence was, and like all her stuff was there. So I spent time there and just, you know, talked to her and had a conversation with her. And, you know, like, that was my way of a farewell of her passing, because, you know, I can always talk to her. And it's honestly so crazy, because even after she passed, there's things that have happened in our family, and we're just like, that's so Abuelita there. Like, some stuff that happens, we're just like, oh my god, that's so her. Like, she's so watching over us. I feel like every time I vlog, I'm telling you guys some type of bad news, and I'm to the point where now I don't even want to vlog when there's like bad stuff going on. I just want to tell you guys good things and happy things, because not every day of my life is like a tragic moment, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the same time, you guys are people that I can talk to and people that I can vent to. And I know, like, the other way around, like, you guys can talk to me and you guys have like told me experiences that you have had as well, and I truly appreciate that, because we build that bond. So it's like, when I don't fully feel like I can just vent out to anybody or just express my feelings, I turn on the camera, press the record button, and I talk to you guys, because, you know, you guys are like the people that I connect with on a different level. I love being able to have like another type of family, you know, which is kind of crazy because it's like a virtual world, and being able to express myself to you guys and talk to you guys and just, you know, vibe with you guys, because you guys truly, like, I really feel have my best interest at heart, for the people that genuinely have my best interest at heart. Because we all know, for some reason right now, we got some haters on my channel. I don't know why, but it's part of, you know, being on the internet and exposing yourself, that there's people that are definitely not gonna like you. I don't get it. Like, why just hate on people randomly? And, you know, whatever, to each their own. That's how they want to live their life. I will be doing a haul soon. I plan to probably film my favorites today. I posted up a video this week, and I had filmed that video before the cranberry video. I filmed that video before, I think it was a Saturday. So I filmed that on a Saturday night before everything had happened. I am just like so mentally, physically, emotionally drained. So I was gone from Monday to Thursday, and then I came back to work Friday, and then, you know, my friend was in town, so it's just been very exhausting, because I still want to like accommodate her too, because she came out here mainly to, you know, visit me and another friend, and then I wasn't even here. She came into New York on Tuesday, and I wasn't even here because I was with family. She's like, don't worry about it, deal with, you know, you have to deal with, and she was really understanding. So I wanted to make sure, like, spend some time with her. I couldn't even vlog anyway, so I Snapchat a lot of our night. To follow me, you see our night, and we had a good old time, you know. At the end of the day, I think when majority of the time when a lot of people do pass, they don't want to see you suffer every day. Like, they want you to, you know, live a joyful life and I think that my grandma just wants us to live a joyful life. And you know, she knows how much we love her. And my main thing is my dad, because he's dealing with, you know, there's been a lot of stuff going on with our family. Like, it hasn't just been one death that has happened. The whole thing where they say death comes in threes, I 110%, like, I've believed it, but I 110% believe it 10 times now. And I'm really happy that I've been able to somewhat control my anxiety with that stuff, because I don't want to see, you know, people in pain. I don't like to see people suffer. And I felt so bad for my dad, and just the situation, almost in a sense, it was mentally and physically draining me. Like, I feel like when you have anxiety, the fact that you overthink things, and we're like very, very caring people. Not saying that people that don't have anxiety are not caring people, but we care too much, if that makes sense. So that stems like hype and like fear or just anxiety in our system that makes us almost freak out. When I was, you know, going through that and just seeing how my dad was dealing with it, I had to like put my feelings aside and put how I was thinking aside. And, you know, even with my mom's, that woman is so strong, it's not even funny, because, you know, she's affected by it because, you know, I never got to meet my mom's mom, because she passed away at a young age. So it's like my grandmother was like her mom. So she's going through, I feel so bad, because you guys know how I am with my mom, like I love her so much, but she's going through that. And then she wants to make sure that my dad's good, and she's like at his beck and call, because, you know, he's taking it so hard. And then, you know, there's stuff going on with my family, so it's like I can't even fathom or imagine like how she's dealing with it. Like, she's just so strong. And so sorry guys, I totally got cut off. But anyways, I was saying that my mother is like really, really strong. Oh, I'm filling in my hairline, by the way. This is so random, I'm actually filming this. She's very strong to be able to be as strong as she is, and be there for not just like only my dad, but my aunts and everyone else and stuff like that. And it's just a hard thing to take on, like, yourself, you know. I was saying so much, and I wish you guys would have heard, but at the end of the day, you know, you have to realize that life goes on with or without you, and you just need to try to live within it by the moment. Because I mean, I've thought about this obviously without a passing, but you should just really, really reflect and try to live life at its fullest. And you want to try to live it obviously wisely as possible, but you also want to try to live with it as freely as too, so you can fully enjoy like a fulfilled, good life. Like, I just want to make like a bucket list of like things I want to do and stuff, because you don't ever know when your time is going to come. If you know and you can fully admit like you're somewhat of an uptight person, or you just deal with anxiety, or you have fears, or it's just hard for you to live life like that. And I'm sorry I keep saying like, that's one thing that annoys me when I watch my videos. I feel like I try to edit it out, because I say like so much. Like, you have to like live in the moment and enjoy as much as you possibly can, because you don't want to have life pass you by in regrets of things that you should have done or could have done, or you know how you could have handled situations. So it's like you want to live it wisely, but you also want to live it like fun and fulfilled. And you know, it makes you think about those things, and like not having certain situations like get to you, because it's not even worth it. Like, I don't know, death always makes you view things so differently. My hairline is, I don't like it how much as I did last night. Last night I was feeling myself. This is the second time I'm doing this, so it's like all trial and error. So yeah, that's what's been going on. So, you know, out of tragic moments like that, you gotta try to make something good out of it too, because it makes you reflect and think about how you treat people, or how you live your life, or how people treat you, and maybe you shouldn't allow things like that to affect you. It's like so much goes in thought. That is something that I'm fully taking with me, and everyone works at their plan different than others. Anyways, okay, so I'm pretty much almost done doing my makeup, and this video is going to be extremely long, because it's just like a chit chat vlog. So I'm gonna check out of this vlog right now. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you're new to my channel, oh, excuse me, and if anyone's new, I just want to say hi, welcome, and I hope you guys subscribe. And I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up if it has helped you in any way, if it has made you think about reflecting in any way, if you have gone through something like this, or not even like tragedy with like family, like with passing, just anything that you can relate to this, give it a thumbs up. And also comment down below, because I love to hear about you guys too. You know, it's not just about me, it's about all of us. We're all together here for each other. I will talk to you guys in the next vlog.